We've prepared for this moment since we were 5.
Our normal routine.
Classrooms, hallways, sports, change in an instant.
But now comes a chance to write our own traditions.
This isn't the end of our story.
No.
No.
No, it's just the start of a new chapter.
And when it's all said and done,
we will be the class remembered for our resilience.
Not for what we didn't do,
but for how we rose above it.
This is a shout out.
This is a shout out to the class.
This is a shout out to the class of 2020.
From all across Ohio, we're saluting the senior class. You've put in the hard work. Now it's time to celebrate. This is a shout out to Ohio's class of 2020. Tonight's show is brought to you statewide by Ohio. Find it here. Now from the historic Ohio Theater in our capital city, here's your hosts, Dom Taveri and Yolanda Harris.
Hello and good evening from the Ohio Theater here in Columbus. We're here at this majestic place, but tonight it is all about celebrating you, the class of 2020.
Listen, it's been a tough week. It's been a tough few months. The front of the very building we're standing in clearly shows the stark reality of the times we're living in. No one would have imagined that you as seniors would ever be living through these times. But even in the midst of hard times, we can still find signs of hope, the little things that let us know better days are ahead.
So tonight, we still want to give you the props you deserve, and we've brought along some friends to help us do just that. You'll hear special messages from Urban Meyer, actor Ed O'Neill, and from some of your very own classmates from around the great state of Ohio.
We begin tonight with our national anthem, performed by some of the best high school singers in the state, the OMEA All-State Chorus.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rockets ringing, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Hello, I'm Ohio Governor Mike DeWine. Congratulations, you made it to graduation. This is certainly such a big thing for you and your parents, your grandparents, your whole family, as well as your teachers, your coaches, your school leaders, and all of those mentors who cheered you on during your high school years. I know this has been a very different kind of school year with the COVID-19 pandemic. I know you've missed out on so many things, seeing your friends, participating in spring sports, performing in your spring concerts, going to your prom, and of course, the normal in-person graduation ceremony. I'm so very, very sorry because you won't be able to do those things. I hope in the days ahead you can shift from what you missed to think about what you gave as part of this effort to protect each other here in Ohio against this virus. You gave the social distancing required. You gave all of those things you are likely sad about missing in order to save the lives of your fellow Ohioans. You might have been fine with that virus, but they might not have been fine. You gave, and that's what being a hero really feels like. Thank you. Thank you so very much, and congratulations to each of you, the class of 2020.
There are a lot of valedictorians out there who didn't get the opportunity to give their big speech. So tonight, we're giving students from across the state their moment to shine. You'll be hearing from them throughout tonight's show, and we begin with this student.
My name is Isabella Gonzalez, and I'm a senior at Columbus North International School. Life is what happens when you're busy making other plans, and 2020 has gotta be the best example of that. Those of us who are seniors have been daydreaming about this year since elementary school, thinking about prom and graduation, and now that we're here, it's like nothing we ever could have expected. And I know that can be disappointing and make you feel distraught, but I urge you all to own your own narrative. Don't let this pandemic define you. Stay positive, look forward, and keep motivated. The school year is not over yet. 2020 will be great, but for now, we need to stay home and stay safe. We'll get through this together, and we'll come out ready to start our lives, go to college, join the workforce or military. It'll be great, but for now, we just have to work on getting through this together.
We have a lot of special guests joining us tonight, including our keynote speaker, who's joining us next right here on this stage.
Well, it's three-time national champion football coach Urban Meyer. You don't want to miss his message.
And as we head to break, how about a few more shout-outs to you, class of 2020?
Jack and Barbara Nicklaus here. We just want to say congratulations.
I know you didn't expect a virtual graduation, but it will mean just as much in the years to come, and we're so proud of you for standing by and what all you've gone through to make this possible.
In the end, you're now a high school graduate, so we want to send our congratulations and wish you well for the future.
From all of us at the Late Late Show to all of you in the class of 2020, congratulations. This is all yours now. Go out and get it.
Hey, check this out. In 2007, the year you started kindergarten, Apple's iPhone made its debut in stores for the first time ever. Umbrella by Rihanna and Jay-Z was the most played song, and Spider-Man 3 was the top grossing film at the box office. We'll be right back.
This is a shout-out to Ohio's class of 2020.
Clark Kellogg here, 1979 high school graduate of Villa Angela St. Joseph High School in Cleveland. Here to congratulate all of you on being part of the 2020 high school graduating class throughout the state of Ohio. Hey, I know you were anticipating grand celebrations, a better and different finish to your senior year of high school, so I feel for you. I think about not being able to celebrate your high school graduation as you would like to, with family and friends and classmates and teachers and the like. Having seasons canceled, sports seasons cut short, plays and dramas in school in general with the extracurricular activities. And so, as you move forward, I would just encourage you to celebrate as you can. And anytime we lose something that we value or somebody that we love, it's important to think about not just what we lost, but what we do have, and to be thankful for that. So as you get ready to celebrate in whatever manner you do, be proud of your accomplishment and be excited about what your future holds.
Welcome back to the Ohio Theater in downtown Columbus. Our keynote speaker is one of the winningest college football coaches of all time, and he's from right here in the Buckeye State. Urban Meyer spent 7 seasons leading the Ohio State football team, but tonight he joins us with a special message for the class of 2020.
Congratulations, class of 2020. And I apologize that you're unable to enjoy the normal celebrations associated with graduation because of the COVID shutdown. When first asked to address the class of 2020, I humbly accepted and immediately thought of my responsibility to be brief, engaging, yet impactful, something I take very seriously. This responsibility became even more significant after recent developments across our country. One of the most horrific videos surfaced last week in front of our very eyes. A black man, George Floyd, died at the hands of a police officer as others watched. This video was absolutely horrific. People across our nation were enraged, and rightfully so. I grew up in a much less complicated world, or at least it seemed to be. But today, your challenges are as complicated as ever in the history of our country. Challenges of politics, racism, relationship with law enforcement, financial hardships, mental health, and the pandemic, among many more. Our nation has made great progress in providing opportunity, freedom, and prosperity to all people. Yet after these events of this past week, there's obviously so much more work to be done. Racism exists. It's evil, it's real, and it must be addressed. Those who violate our basic human rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness need to be held accountable. Justice must prevail. Each generation of our country's history has had significant challenges to overcome. This is your time, this is your generation, and this is your country. The issues are very complicated and serious. We believe in you. We ask you to step up to the challenges, find solutions, and help our nation build a culture of respect for all. I want to address the black community. In my 50-plus years of playing and coaching, I was very fortunate, mostly because of the nature of athletics, to never look at one of my teammates, players, or staff as black, Hispanic, Polynesian, white, or any other race. We respected each person's journey and embraced their unique stories. Over the years, however, I have witnessed and heard from many of my players and coaches of their experiences of racism. For this, I want you to know I stand with you. I feel your pain. I speak for so many of my colleagues in the coaching profession that we are deeply concerned and want to make a difference. The ultimate job of any leader is to provide those you lead with hope and opportunity. Invest in their future. Our players became family, and we had the privilege to love, protect, and develop these young men. I was also very fortunate to be raised in a family of faith. I believe trusting in God is an important part of the solution moving forward. Our prayers and thoughts are with the family of George Floyd. Our prayers and thoughts also go to the people that suffer from racism, for the men and women in law enforcement that put themselves in harm's way to protect us, and for those that have been impacted by the civil unrest. Now I'd like to share with you a message on how to build an elite team. For years, I would lay awake at night and stare at the ceiling and think about this nonstop. To compete at the highest of high levels in an extremely competitive environment. If there was as simple as running extra or lifting more weights, this is what we would do. I knew this is very important, however, this would not be the difference. My focus has always been on the human spirit. I kept coming back to family, how to create a true family atmosphere, a team, family, with the greatest forms of inspiration, love, and ownership. This is when people experience superhuman strength and fortitude. The summer of 2014, I knew we had a very talented yet inexperienced team. The message to that team all summer was that if we, as teammates, could solve the mystery, we could become this elite team. The mystery we spoke of was how to put others ahead of self. For example, you want to be a great husband, put your wife ahead of self. You want to be a great parent, put your children ahead of self. You want to be a great teammate, you put your teammates ahead of self. That's extremely easy to say, very, very difficult to do. As we prepared for the season, our best player, Braxton Miller, All-American, two-time Big Ten Player of the Year, and Heisman candidate, was returning for his final season. 1 week before our first game at practice, he simply threw a short pass to his left, and his right arm dislocated from his shoulder, and his season was over. As I held his hand, tears fell from his face. Realization hit. Our best player was out. I remember calling my wife, Shelley, and telling her of Braxton's injury, and we were headed for a very difficult season. I told her there was a chance we were looking at a 7-5 season, which in Columbus, Ohio means a new coach will soon be in place. She was very positive, as she always is, and as we, as staff and team, we went back to work. Our backup quarterback was named J.T. Barrett. He was coming off an ACL injury and never played his college snap. Our third-string quarterback has had issues in the past, always a good kid, yet academic issues, never taken his job or football serious was his issue. His name was Cardell Jones. We worked very hard at Solve the Mystery, constant conversation and discussion of doing the unselfish things, of putting your team first. The season began and we lost our second game at home to Virginia Tech, a terrible loss. Then we began to see this young, talented team grow up. Mike Thomas became Mike Thomas. Zeke Elliott became Zeke. Joey Bosa became Joey Bosa. And our freshman quarterback broke Drew Brees' Big Ten record for touchdowns. We won all of our games. And then the unthinkable happened. In the rivalry game in the fourth quarter, and we were up by 5. Our quarterback, our leader, breaks his leg right in front of me. Same story. As I go out and hold his hand on the field with tears rolling down his face, reality sets in. Our third-string quarterback with issues was now our starter. As I put my hand on his shoulder, I looked in his eyes. He looked like a young man getting ready to take a physics test where he never studied for it. However, my job as a coach is to encourage him. I looked him in the eye and said, Cardell, I know you can do this, as I hit him on the rear and told him to go in and play the game. In my heart, I'm thinking there's no way he can do this. So Cardell Jones goes in, he just plays okay. Zeke Elliott breaks a 4th down run for a touchdown. Darren Lee picks up a fumble, returns it for a touchdown. We beat our rivals at home. Then once again, reality sets in. We're on our way to Indianapolis to play the Big Ten championship game against a highly ranked and talented #1 defense in the country, Wisconsin. I have one quarterback, my former third-string quarterback, Cardell Jones, and no backup. The game plan was tried to make it very simple. We wanted Cardell to keep the ball outside on all pass plays. That means a freshman quarterback or new quarterback making his first start, there's a lot of anxiety. He's very nervous. The adrenaline flows. You have a tendency to overstride, and the ball will go high down the middle of the field. That's why we wanted to keep the ball out wide. You throw a high pass outside, incomplete pass, punt the ball, play great defense, follow the plan to win. Wisconsin cooperates. The first 2 drives, Cardell plays great. Throws a touchdown pass to Devin Smith on the outside. Then in the 3rd series, Cardell Jones lets that ball go down the middle of the field. Almost intercepted. I'm going to meet him about the hash mark. I'm so upset. As he comes out the field, I hear Cardell Jones tell me very loud, because a very loud environment, he goes, Coach, that was my fault. That was my fault. I stepped back. I looked at Cardell. In 3 years of coaching, I've never heard him take responsibility. I've never take ownership of his actions. He made a mistake, and he let me know that. I thought, what a great opportunity to show your teammates, especially the most important people, the offensive line, let's let them know that you've just owned your mistake. So we went over to the offensive line. Once again, a very loud environment. Cardell Jones yells at the offensive line and says, guys, that was my fault. I watched our players look at Cardell Jones, their quarterback. That was also the first time they heard them take ownership of his performance. I saw instant respect. I saw that love. I sat back and I thought to myself, this is about to get very good. I knew we had a good team, but once you have the 2 qualities of love and ownership, that could become an elite team. We went on, played well. Our defense shut down the Heisman Trophy candidate, Melvin Gordon. We shut out Wisconsin 59-0, and it was off to play a very talented Alabama team in New Orleans, Louisiana, in the Sugar Bowl in the first ever college football playoff. The preparation was impeccable. Cardell Jones showed leadership. Our team rallied around him, and that team got closer and closer. As we prepared to go play, the team gets on the plane, flies to New Orleans, Louisiana, and we start the game. We don't play well in the first half, a couple turnovers, yet we're dominating the line of scrimmage. The second half is all Buckeyes. We go on to beat a very talented Alabama team, and it's on to the national championship game against Oregon in Jerry Jones Stadium in Dallas, Texas. Cardell Jones plays fantastic. The team plays great. We play very well, and we beat Oregon handily, and we are now the national champions of college football in the first ever college football playoff era. The next day, after the national championship game, I head downstairs to go have breakfast as we prepare to leave and head back to Columbus, Ohio as national champions. I walk in the breakfast room. There's Cardell Jones, sit with a couple players. I head over and sit down. I just stare at Cardell, and I said, Cardell, what was that? What happened? Explain to me your transformation to be the leader you became, to go down in history as a national champion quarterback. He looked me right in the eye. 2 tears started to roll down his cheeks, and he said, Coach, I finally figured out how to solve the mystery. The mystery is, how do I put others ahead of self? I figured that out. I never wanted to let my brothers down. I could not let my brothers down, Braxton Miller and J.T. Barrett. So in closing, congratulations again to you and your families. Have confidence in the objective truth that hard work will always be rewarded. Respect all, make a difference, and let's do our best to make the great state of Ohio proud in all that you do. May God bless.
What a great message. Thanks, Coach. Well, we've got a lot more for you coming up, including some very special musical performances after the break.
Today, I hope to leave you with a sense of hope and a little bit of closure.
because this is not the first time we have faced challenges in our academic career. We worked through the denial that it would take more than one night of work to do a paper the correct way. And we went through the disbelief that many of our teachers had papers and tests all due on the same day. Together we got booed and applauded at pep rallies, froze our way through football games, and quite literally ran through the hallways to escape hall sweeps. We are resilient and we are strong, and we have a whole host of classmates and memories to support us along the way. And I can't wait to see what the future holds for us.
I'm Melissa Andrews from WTOL 11 in Toledo. Everyone here sincerely congratulates you on your hard work. Part of moving on to this next chapter in your life involves adapting to change. This challenging ending to your senior year will only make you stronger as you move on to change the world wherever you choose to go. Go out there, overcome, and make us proud.
I know things didn't go as planned, but trust me, your hard work, your dedication over the past 4 years has not went unnoticed, and you guys has made it to the finish line. I know it might not have been the finish you guys always dreamed of and thought it was going to be, but guess what? You guys made it, and you guys are going to be a true testament of pretty much just rolling with the punches. So continue to do great things, continue to be great.
My friends, they keep it exciting for me. They know how to bring life into the school environment. My teachers and coaches helped me through my way in school. I will be attending the University of Charleston. I will study in cybersecurity and play on the football team. I would like to thank the Youngstown Valley for my success. I would like to congratulate all 2020 graduates everywhere and wish y'all good luck.
Class of 2020. Man, my heart goes out to you and your families. What a crazy, unexpected way to end this chapter. But this is just the beginning. Brighter days and even more unforgettable memories are coming. Best wishes to all of you as you start this new journey. Enjoy the ride.
With the end of the traditional school day, it meant the end for many recitals and performances. Or did it?
Well, you all got pretty creative to make sure all those songs and shows you worked so hard on still found an audience.
Here now is a talented group of seniors from Central Ohio performing with the Columbus Association for the Performing Arts. This is their version of the song On My Way from the Broadway musical Violet.
Hi, this is Ed O'Neill from Youngstown, Ohio, and I want to congratulate all the graduating seniors from the greater Youngstown area. It's a big, big day. And I know that most of you are probably a little disappointed you're not going to get to celebrate it, with the normal pomp and circumstance. But let me give you something to think about, huh? You don't have to wear the cap and gown and sit in some sweaty auditorium, listen to some, the top 3 students brag about they're going to Yale and Harvard, Dartmouth, Brown, that sort of thing. You miss all that, huh? But the good news is you graduated, so congratulations and good luck.
Over in Fairfield County, the bands of Pickerington North and Pickerington Central like to come together for the big community events. And when they do, they say it's tradition to play a song that I'm sure we're all familiar with. It's the hymn, Amazing Grace. Here they are performing it virtually to show all of us we will get through this together.
What a beautiful song. Well, we've got a lot more for you coming up, including some teachers who decided to flex their singing voices, plus many more special shout-outs to you, Ohio's class of 2020.
Greetings from Youngstown State University. I'm President Jim Tressel, wanting to give you a shout-out and congratulations, the class of 2020. We always say that you have to put a good plan together. You have to work like crazy. You are going to have some adversity, and you've got to overcome that adversity, and that's exactly what you've just accomplished. And then finally, you have to believe. You have to believe in your future, believe in the opportunities, believe like great Buckeyes believe. Best wishes in the future. You've done it. The achievement's great, and get after the next chapter.
During this time, it is easy to focus on everything we missed out on. But I would encourage you to reflect back and be thankful for all the memories we have shared.
There was no how-to guide or roadmap to this. We had to find it out as we went. COVID-19, quarantine, and the stay-at-home orders. No matter what, we held strong, we remained resilient, and we were persistent and determined.
Despite the sacrifices we made and the opportunities given up, what can't be taken away is the bonds we have created.
Not even an unprecedented pandemic can bring down our Braves nation. Stay strong. Enjoy this amazing accomplishment.
Although our ending isn't what we thought it would be, we've accomplished so much while being faced with adversity, whether it be personally, academically, or athletically. We wish you guys all the best of luck in the next chapter.
We have so much to offer, so why let us stop us? Remember, this is just another bump on our road to success. Remember, you are not alone, and we are going through this together.
Welcome back to the historic Ohio Theater here in Columbus. I'm Dom Tiberi.
And I'm Yolanda Harris. Tonight we're celebrating Ohio's class of 2020 in the midst of this pandemic that has disrupted so many people's lives.
But if nothing else, this quarantine has certainly brought out some newly discovered talent, including a group of teachers and administrators from Dublin Kaufman High School.
They wanted to do something special for the senior class, and here they are performing Maren Morris's hit song, The Bones.
We're in the home stretch of the hard times. We took a hard left, but we're all right. Yeah, life sure can try to love through it, but we built this right, so nothing's ever gonna move it. When the bones are good, the rest don't matter. Yeah, the pain could heal, the glass could shatter, let it rain, 'cause you and I remain the same. When there ain't a crack in the foundation, maybe I know any storm we're facing will blow right over while we stay put.
call it dumb luck, but baby, you and I can't even mess it up, although we both try. No, it won't always go the way we planned it, but the wolves came and went, and we're still standing when the blows are good. The rest don't matter, yeah, the pain could heal, the glass could shatter. Cause you and I remain the same. When there ain't a crack in the foundation, maybe I know any storm we're facing will blow right all around. We stay close.
Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Kirk Herbstreit. I'm a former Ohio State quarterback, and I've been at ESPN now for the last 25 years. You've worked so hard in high school, and this is kind of your time. And to have that taken away from you because of this virus, I'm sure is incredibly challenging. I would just offer you this, that in my life, there have been some things that I never could quite understand why it was happening to me at the time. But when you endure and you get through those moments, on the back end, you look back 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and you start to understand some valuable life lessons that you learned from going through it. I'm really encouraged by your class, and because you went through this, I think it's going to give you more determination and more grit, whatever is in your future. I just can't wait to see what that has to offer.
Hello, class of 2020. I'm Archie Griffin, and I want you to know that I'm delighted to have the opportunity to speak with you today. And I learned this lesson from a man by the name of Mr. Oscar Gill. He was a junior high school guidance counselor. What he talked to us about was what he called the 3 Ds. And the 3 Ds being number 1, desire, number 2, dedication, and number 3, determination. I remember him telling us that if we use those 3 Ds, desire, you have to want something out of life or have a goal for yourself. Dedication, you must be committed to achieving that certain goal. And determination, you must be able to overcome the obstacles that might somehow get in your way. And I just wanted to pass those 3 Ds on to you today, because I know that if those 3 Ds work for me, they can work for you.
This storm, the wind stirs, the scorched earth cries out in vain.
Hello, class of 2020. This is Russ Mitchell at WKYC TV in Cleveland, wishing you a big congratulations. Yeah, these are strange times, but wonderful times are ahead. We salute you, we honor you, and we are so very proud of you. So once again, as you make this break for the future, congratulations to all Ohio seniors, the class of 2020.
Hello, everyone. I'm John Cooper, former head football coach of the Ohio State Buckeyes. Congratulations on reaching an important milestone in your life. Good luck as you venture out into the world and begin a new chapter. Go Bucks!
Hey graduates, this is Coach Holtman with Buckeye Basketball. Just want to send a big congratulations to the 2020 class. I'm sure this is not the way you envisioned your graduating day, but it certainly doesn't take away from your accomplishment. We wish you health, happiness, and great success moving forward. Enjoy your special day.
Hi, I'm Kelsey Schaefer from Spencerville High School. I wanted to start by saying congratulations to all the 2020 seniors. After 13 years, we finally made it. Even through these really troubling times, we find ourselves receiving our diplomas and moving on to the next chapter of our lives, and I believe that's something we can all be proud of. Along with this congratulations, I would like to wish the graduating class best of luck in the next chapter of their lives, no matter what that entails.
Hello, I'm Jeff Fitzgerald, News Director in Lima. We know it has already been an unusual and tough year for all high school seniors, but be assured, we here at your hometown stations are proud of you and excited about your future. Remember, we are all in this together, and we will get through this together. Congratulations and good luck, seniors, on your future endeavors.
From Medina County, here now are the graduating seniors of the Wadsworth High School Choir.
Seasons of love, seasons of love.
525,600 minutes, 525,000 journeys to them,
525,600 minutes. How do you measure the life of a woman or a man?
truth that she learned, or in times that he cried, in bridges he burned, or the way that she died.
It's time now to sing out, though the story never ends. Let's celebrate, remember a year in the life of friends. Remember the love, remember the love, remember the love, measuring love. Seasons of love, seasons of love, from above, love. You got to remember the love, love, remember the love, measuring
Hello, class of 2020. This is Katie Smith, former Ohio State basketball player, Naismith Hall of Famer. Just want to say what a resilient and creative group you are in the face of this big challenge. You've been asked to grow up quickly, but I hope you remember the lessons that you've learned of focusing on what's in front of you and also of taking care of each other. I know there's big things to come for you guys. I wish you the best of luck as you go out into the world.
Hey, what's up? Eddie George here, and I'm sending this message out to the seniors of 2020 across the state of Ohio, the great state of Ohio. I know this is not what you've envisioned for your senior year. Most of you probably didn't have a chance to play your spring sports. Most of you didn't have a chance to go to your prom with your dates. Didn't have a chance to hang out with your friends for graduation. And that's really unfortunate. But understand this and know that you're blessed and you're highly favored. And you're going to have something far greater than you can imagine on the other side of this. See, through difficult times, you'll come to find your greatest gifts. It's going to manifest that you're powerful, that you're resilient, that you're persistent, that you're strong, that you're tough. All the characteristics that you need to have to succeed in life, you're getting tested right now. So embrace that test and know that the class of 2020, COVID-19 is truly a special class because you come from the great state of Ohio and Buckeyes never quit.
Well, I see skies of blue and I see clouds of white and the brightness of day. I like the dark and I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky,
Are also on the faces of people passing by. I see friends shaking hands saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry and I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than we'll know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful
Don't go away. After the break, we have a special send-off for Ohio's class of 2020. 2020.
Hi, I'm Sarah Zygo. I'm this year's valedictorian from Zanesville High School, and despite all the setbacks that we've had in the past couple of months, I can't begin to describe how lucky I am to be a part of the class of 2020. Just think, our class is among the generation who will put the first man and woman on Mars. We're going to fight climate change and address the stigma around mental health issues. In the years to come, we're going to make a meaningful difference within our communities and our society. We are the future. Everything that we accomplish after leaving high school, we're going to be able to bring back to our hometowns, supporting the communities that taught us everything we know. So, as memorable as our time in high school has been, there's no use in longing to relive it. For everything we do moving forward is more of a monumental tribute to where we came from. I'm proud to be part of Ohio's future, and I can't wait to see what our generation is able to accomplish.
Shout Out to Ohio's class of 2020 is brought to you statewide by Ohio. Find it here.
Dear class of 2020, congratulations to all of you. Take in every moment of today because it is a day you will remember for the rest of your lives. All of the memories and accomplishments you have made up to this point have gotten you here. It weighs on my heart to know that our last moments of high school fell through our fingers as the effects of a global pandemic quickly changed everyone's reality. Mourn the loss of closure of one of the most important chapters of our lives. We had no time to prepare or process that our last day of high school would come so unexpectedly. This isn't how any of us wanted to finish out our last year of high school, and it breaks my heart to think that we don't get to walk across the stage, hug our friends, and have a final chance to say goodbye once and for all. But I would like to reassure you all that we can choose how we allow it to affect us. We have a choice. We can dwell on what was taken from us and forever remember our senior year as one of negativity and loss. Or we can focus on the best moments and the reasons why we enjoyed our final year at West Claremont. As one door closes, another door opens, and as we graduate high school and leave everything and everyone we have ever known behind, we take on college, the workforce, or the next chapter of our lives, and the new challenges and opportunities it will present us with. For some of us, it will be difficult, and entering this new chapter scares us. And for some, we are ready for independence and a new chance for growth. But I know that each of us will be successful in our own way, in whatever way that may be. I can only hope that we will all be happy in what we pursue and that we continue to grow as individuals.
Hi there, everyone. I'm Cherie Palello from WLWT in Cincinnati.
And I'm Mike Dardis. 2020, what can you say? What a crazy year for all of us. But for you high school seniors out there, no prom, no graduation ceremony, none of those big parties. But you know what? You're going to grow because of the experience. And as long as you're around family and friends, that's what matters most.
Yeah, so this really is just the beginning. And take it from us. Work hard, and you can be anything you want to be. So from all of us here at WLWT News 5.
Congratulations to the class of 2020.
My name is Jason Campbell, also known as the TikTok Doc, and I'm here to congratulate you on this long journey you have ahead of yourself that we call life. Stay kind, stay compassionate, be humble, help others, especially those that are in need. Treat those as you wish to be treated, and remember, always have fun.
Class of 2020, congratulations everybody. That's awesome. Hey guys, this is Gary LeVox, Rascal Flatts, Olentangy grad, and you know, I hate that this time in life, you don't, you know, with this crazy pandemic and the way that the world is that, you know, didn't get to have a typical regular graduation. But we just want to let you guys know that we're thinking about you. We're so proud of each and every one of you. It's a huge milestone, a huge accomplishment, and we just want you to know how proud we are of everybody in the great state of Ohio.
We know this could never take the place of your graduation ceremony, but we hope that we've at least been able to put a smile on your face tonight.
You've heard it a million times, but the sky really is the limit for you all. You've made history, and we know you'll keep blazing a trail for whatever you do next.
So go show the world what you're made of. Flip your tassel and toss your caps. This is a shout out to the class of 2020.
We leave you now with a very special pomp and circumstance, courtesy of Youngstown native Jerry DePizzo. He's a member of the band OAR.
Hey class of 2020, how are you? My name is Jerry DePizzo. I'm in a band called OAR. On behalf of all of us, congratulations on graduating under such challenging circumstances. Do not let this year fool you. There is an amazing amount of opportunity out there for you in this world. I wish you the same fortune I've had in my life. I've gone out there and I've chased, and I've lived my dream. It's possible. Don't let anybody tell you anything differently. Go get after it. Go out there, live your dreams.
I'm a senior at Northridge High School in Johnstown, and what I'd like to say to the class of 2020 is just that based on what I've seen, I think we're the perfect group of people to go out and make an uncertain world better, and I'm so proud and excited to see what our class does.
Hi everyone, my name is Sophia.
And my name is Katie.
We want to commend our fellow class of 2020 graduates for their resilience, strength, and achievements during this challenging time. Our perspectives and stories are going to change the world.
Specifically, we want to let the Licking Heights class of 2020 know that we are so proud of everyone, regardless of what your achievements may be.
Hello, I'm Raviana Johnson, Senior Class President at East High School, and I'm here with a message for the class of 2020. First, I'd like to say that I am proud of each and every one of us. We made it, despite a lot. Despite trials, tribulations, time management issues, a really busy schedule, and exhaustion. And despite things that we never would have thought we'd have to deal with this year, things that no other class had to deal with. There was no how-to guide or roadmap to this. We had to find it out as we went. COVID-19, quarantine, and the stay-at-home orders. No matter what, we held strong, we remained resilient, and we were persistent and determined.
How you guys doing? It's Damon Scales from Marion Franklin High School. I just want to say congratulations to all the seniors out there. I know it's a tough time, but just keep grinding. And remember, wash your hands, wear a mask, and last but not least, social distance. Keep your distance. Have fun.